American Indians' contributions to the world. Precious metals is the topic of discussions this session. Metals are considered to be precious when they are scarce. Gold, silver, and platinum are considered to be precious metals. Gold is considered by many researchers to have been the first metal worked by prehistoric Indians in pre-contact South America. Gold and copper objects appeared in the present-day area of Bolivia and Ecuador by 1900 BC. Platinum was worked in the present-day areas of Ecuador and the southern area of Colombia, but to Europeans who did not have the technology to work with it, platinum was not considered precious. Many Mesoamerican and South American cultures shaped gold into jewelry and ornamental objects, but did not place a high value on the metal itself. Gold was not seen as a measure of wealth, but rather as a status symbol. These cultures valued the transformative process of the craftsperson who turned the raw material into a work of art. The Mixtec, whose cultures existed from 800 AD to 1500 AD, and now what is Mexico, created beautiful artworks into gold. They used the metal for masks, breastplates, and vessels, as well as jewelry, forming these objects using the lost wax casting technique, filigree and repousse, reproducing raised patterns by hammering on the back of a piece. The Aztec, who established an empire in what is now Mexico about 1100 AD, believed that gold was the tears of the sun. Jade and quetzal feathers were worth more than gold in their economy, despite the fact they were employed by Mixtec and Toltec goldsmiths to create the lavish golden objects. These impressed the Spanish conquistadors so much that they became the primary object of their looting. Explorations were mounted to look for gold, including those of Hernan Cortez among the Aztecs, Francisco Pizarro among the Inca, who had established an empire in 1100 AD in now what is Peru, Hernan de Soto in what now is Florida and the Carolinas, Francisco Vasquez de Coronado in what is now Mexico and Arizona, and Francisco de Orellana in the Amazon basin. Family, listen closely to this next part. Whenever they found gold, they enslaved the American Indians and set them to mining. I'll read it twice in case you didn't hear me. Whenever they found gold, they enslaved the American Indians and set them to mining. From my studies, more than likely, they were prisoners of war. They did the same thing when they found silver. One of the largest single sources of silver was found in the mountains of Potosi in what is now Bolivia. It was accidentally discovered in 1545 by an Indian walking in the mountains. He reported the find to a Spaniard, and consequently the Spaniard started a large-scale mining operation. Potosi became the largest supplier of silver in the world by 1600. The Spanish also found silver in 11 other places in the present-day area of Mexico. Eventually, Mexico became the richest silver-bearing site in the world. At one point, Spanish silver pesos and pieces of 8 were used as currency by half of the world. Historians estimate that in 1492, about 200 million worth of gold and silver, or about $2 a person, was either stored in the coffers of Europe or circulated there in the form of money. Ships bearing gold from the New World, which is really the Old World, caused that amount to triple within 50 years. By 1600, the amount of gold and silver in Europe had increased eightfold. The rapid increase in assets caused the economy to boom at first, but then sparked a soaring inflation, a condition in which prices for goods rise sharply as the value of money declines. This economic imbalance lasted about a century.
Easy like you did last night. Explain all about the jail and everything. That hangman pole, that's a hard place. Long years ago, they didn't have no jailhouse at that time. Just put up some logs, put you in there, you couldn't get out no how. The first man got in jail was a colored man. And them time, if a colored person could get up some money, why they wouldn't hang you if they're gonna hang you 3 or 4 days ahead of time. Well, this man is in jail. I guess what they're doing, trying to get money, get some good jail, and they got her. Can't get out now. So anyhow, the first come to the jailhouse was his father. when his father walked up to the jailhouse, the boy climbing all upside of them lows, talking to his father, trying to give him $25 or $30. And hear what the man told him when he walked up. Go ahead and do it now. You got to do it. Father, did you bring me the silver? Father, did you bring me the gold? Or did you bring me the father? Keep me from the God that's so lost. What did you bring? What did you? What did you bring me? Keep me from the God that's so. Son, I brought some silver. Son, I brought some gold. Son, I brought everything. Keep me from the God that's so lost. I brought it. Yeah, I thought it. You would bring me, keep me from the God that's full. Here comes his mother. Mother, did you bring me silver? Mother, did you bring me the gold? Or did you bring me the mother? Keep me from the God that's full, Lord. I brought it. Yeah, I thought it. You would bring me, keep me from the God that's full. You know how a mother is about a son, she bring you everything. Son, I brought some silver. Son, I brought the little gold. Son, I brought you everything. Keep me from the God that's full, Lord. I brought it. Yeah, I thought it. You would bring me, keep me from the God that's full. Go ahead and talk to me now. Do it again. That's walking. That's talking. That's walking. That's talking. Go ahead, I'm gonna hold it. Now here comes his last with his so-called friend. I tell you about a so-called friend. He'll laugh and look in your face and grin and shake your hand, but he can't cut your throat. But when a man got on the inside, all the time on the outside just hanging around, coming around to see him. But when he got on the inside, that's just the place they wanted. Yet he come a ragged up to the jailhouse. He didn't think you brought him nothing, but he thought he'd try to face. Friend, did you bring me silver? Friend, did you bring me the gold? Or did you bring me my dear friend? Keep me from the God that's so Lord. What did you bring? What did you? Or did you bring me? Keep me from the God that's so. I never brought you no silver, never brought you no gold. Just come here to see you. I'm up in the God that's so Lord. I thought it. Yeah.
Smoking Sessions with Chief Precious.